Hello, and welcome to the Bluegrass Sports Show, or
The BS Show. We are two fat guys who talk crap.
I'm Carl,
I'm Perry.
the animal. And today we are going to go over this horrid, to me, free agency.
Horrid.
Go ahead, bro.
I would call it not horrid. I'd call it extremely top heavy, exciting, but pretty boring free agency, in my opinion. There's been some monumental shifts. It's been a bit.
So,
As somebody, if everybody gets a chance, just know, your viewers, or our viewers, loyal viewers that watch us every time we put this out, just know that you came in second to a delicious pot of spaghetti.
Hey, it was by my mama-in-law. So go ahead, talk about
All right,
the various moves.
The ball gets rolling. You've got all this expected stuff that's going to happen in La La Land. LeBron's going to the Lakers. Paul George is going to go to the Lakers. They're going to trade and get Kawhi Leonard, and they're all going to be on the Lakers. Well, Paul George, technically, I guess Kevin Durant gets the ball rolling. So, this Golden State thing's working out okay. I think I'll give him one more go, just the old college try. So he stays at Golden State, and then Paul George just completely flips everybody's world upside down by saying, I'm just going to stay with Russ. I'm going to stay in OKC. Let's try it again. He signs an extension instead of going to the Lakers, where it's been perceived for years that he's going to go. And let me tell you something. I'm a lifelong fan of these colors right here. And I have said, I want to come out front. There was a time that I loved Paul George. It's been many years ago, 3 or 4. Okay? As a Laker fan, I was thrilled to see him stay in Oklahoma City. I did not want Paul George on my basketball team. He's been a locker room cancer his entire career. He's not that great of a teammate. Let him stay in OKC. Let him and
another
Russ.
Bad teammate.
Russ is not a bad teammate. Let him and Russ do their thing, and then see what happens from there. That's fine. Well, Chris Paul signs his extension with Houston. There was a lot of heated, supposed, with all these media members, insider savers, tension there. He gets exactly what he wants. He stays in Houston. Houston, however, turns around and loses Trevor Ariza. I think that's big. We'll get back to that in a moment.
Hey, 3 and duplex talking about.
But speaking of big,
Trevor Ariza good.
What has been the one constant in the last 8 years of the NBA?
Are we going over this LeBron thing again?
No, I'm just asking. What has been the one constant in the last 8 years of the NBA?
I don't know. Flocking to the. I don't know what you're
Who has been to the finals for the last 8 years?
Oh, that's what you mean. LeBron. Yeah.
It's over! Because he's not going back to the finals. Not this year, unless something just ferocious happens. For some reason, and I get it, he's got plans after basketball. He's got Hollywood plans going on right now. He's got a film company that's filming movies. He's just going to be this groovy movie star. Got his kids enrolled playing high school basketball in California. Whatever. Shane wants to be in California. More power to you. Obviously, this move was about more than basketball.
Right.
He commits to the Lakers for 4 years, meaning he's going to be patient. He never gave Cleveland more than a 1-and-1 commitment to build, and he had more established stars in Kyrie Irving whenever he went to Cleveland than what he remotely has with the Lakers right now. So
I don't know if it really has anything to do with basketball.
I think it has somewhat to do with basketball. I think he wants to play for Magic. I think he wants to play for the Lakers.
Right.
Since LeBron's been in the league, there's always been this affinity, this thing. At some point, he's going to go play for the Lakers.
Right.
To me, it's him saying, I'm good with what my basketball legacy is.
Right.
And he should be.
Yes. regardless I don't want to hear this Michael debate. Regardless, the man's had a fantastic career.
He is unquestionably one of the 5 greatest players to ever.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah.
Unquestionably. Where you put him in that top 5?
I mean, that's
opinions vary.
Yeah.
Unquestionably one of the 5 greatest players to ever play. Now, what you have in turn with this, you have all these little bitty pieces. You've got Lance Stevenson joining LeBron in LA. I'm like,
yeah, I don't know about that.
I get it. He's a greedy guy. He's going to be a
they can't
kind of
stand
player.
Each other.
Well, it's whatever. Some of the best teammates are the guys that hate each other as competitors, but that can draw them together as teammates. I just
can't stand Lance Stevenson.
Well, I'm not high on Lance Stevenson either.
Right.
I think he's a moron.
Yes.
But on the basketball court, whenever his head is straight,
he's a good ball player.
He's an impact basketball player.
He is a good ball player.
I'm not saying he's a superstar, but he's a role player that impacts basketball teams.
No, he's a solid starter.
Okay. Now, you put him, he's not a shooter, but he's a creator. He's somebody that can handle the basketball, create shots for others. He's somebody that can go. He's a baby Draymond, is essentially what he is. He's not Draymond's size. Draymond. He can't guard the player that Draymond can, but he plays just like Draymond Green. Right. He always has. He's a baby Draymond. Okay, you're like, I see that. You go and you get JaVale McGee. And at this point, I'm like, but the Kawhi thing's kind of iffy. Paul George ain't coming. Maybe they're going for post-death. Maybe they're taking a piece from the Warriors that's giving LeBron problems. Maybe he's going to throw it under. Solid rim protector. You get Rondo. And you're like, oh, man. So everybody's freaking out. He can't shoot. He can't whatever. It doesn't matter that he can't shoot. LeBron has wanted for the past 5 years a ball-handling point guard.
Yep.
He's wanted a playmaking point guard so he can play off the ball. He couldn't play off the ball with Kyrie Irving. He couldn't play off the ball with George Hill or Jordan Clarkson. He barely can play off the ball with Dwayne Wade at the end of his run with Miami. He wanted someone who could create and he could play off the ball. I 100% get it.
And now he's got 2 of them because Lance Stevenson.
Yes, and Lonzo.
Yep.
Now, but to me on the surface, do you know what this leads to? For the last 2 seasons, 3 seasons, I guess. 2 of the last 3 seasons, Rajon Rondo, his biggest supporter has been DeMarcus Cousins.
Right.
I see this move, I'm like, this is no-brainer. They're bringing in Rondo as a piece, as a role piece to go with Boogie, and it means they're probably getting Def to make a move for somebody else. I'm like, the Lakers about to go. All right? I'm sitting here, I'm looking at my phone. I'm just looking at my phone. When's it going to pop up? When's it going to pop up? Da-bing. I look at sources. DeMarcus Cousins says, what? It's a double take. What? DeMarcus Cousins signed with the Warriors.
Signed with the Warriors.
Now, my initial reaction is like, this is just, I laugh. I laugh. I'm like, they're so good and stupid.
Exactly.
I mean, they're ashamed to not give any craps about how good they are and people to criticize them and them just say, I don't care. I respect that from the Warriors front office. I do. But then you see more story come from it. And Carl, I'll let him explain his opinion on this in just a moment.
My opinion's easy.
Carl's not high on this.
At all.
Okay? So, go ahead. Explain what you think this move means.
So, for me, I love, this, competition. I would love to see, it's not possible, but one all-star on every team. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would love to. I would love to see it kind of like NFL, minus the Patriots, and even with the Patriots are not going every year to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand this that LeBron for 8 straight years has went to the finals, or 4 out of the last 5 has been the Warriors as the champions, right? My number's right.
3 of the last 4.
3 of the last 4? Okay. Well, but still, so 4 straight finals has been LeBron and Warriors. And I can't stand that. I want to see some changes, different teams making it. I can't stand this one team dominating. I didn't like it with Jordan. I don't like it now. I want it to be disparity between the teams here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And now we've got 5 All-Star or All-NBA players on one starting lineup.
5 Olympians. All 5 won an Olympic gold medal just 2 years ago.
On one starting roster. No team's going to touch them. At least after DeMarcus is 100%. If he's playing hard. Now, though, what I'm really hoping for is that DeMarcus goes crazy and crashes the whole thing. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay. I don't see it happening, but
I agree with you.
Okay.
If DeMarcus was healthy.
Right. I'm saying
if DeMarcus Cousins
big playoff run
made this decision, if he didn't tear his Achilles, and he made this decision to leave New Orleans, a playoff team,
right,
to go and take considerably less money,
big time,
to join the world champion roster,
right,
I would agree with you. But that the it's not that simple. It's not as simple as another All-Star, All-NBA, Olympic gold medalist. It's not as simple as he goes and joins and just the Warriors get stronger. Because you have to look deeper into it. DeMarcus Cousins is the best center in the NBA right now.
Right.
He just suffered the most awful injury that a basketball player, specifically a big man, can have.
Right.
You're talking about a torn Achilles.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put this into perspective. A torn Achilles ended Isaiah Thomas's career. A torn Achilles ended Tracy McGrady's career.
Right.
A torn Achilles ended Shaquille O'Neal's career.
Well.
No, that's why he retired. He tore his Achilles.
But that and his overweight issues.
Well, he had some weight issues, yes, but he was still an effective player.
Oh, yeah.
Even at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Go back and look at, even though he's old, if you look at Boston's numbers while he's on the floor that year,
oh, yeah,
they're phenomenal.
Yep.
But he tore his Achilles, and he knew that he would never be the same.
Right.
A torn Achilles is the reason why you look at Kobe Bryant, or not you, but the world looks at Kobe Bryant the way they do now after his last 3 seasons versus the way he deserves to be looked at. Because he tore his Achilles, and he was never the same.
Right.
There's only one player in NBA history to ever come back from an Achilles tear and be the same, and that was Dominique Wilkins.
Right. I know what you're saying.
Folks, that was 25 years ago. Imagine what medicine is now, and it's still the most devastating injury to a basketball player.
Right.
You're looking at the game's best center, literally the best at his position,
mm-hmm.
suffering this, and he's just now entering his prime. You're talking about a guy that is worth $30 to $35 million a year, not over a 4 or 5 year span, a year.
Taking 5.
But
because of this injury,
he's not getting offered this money.
Oh, I know it.
It comes out the Lakers passed on him. They didn't want to risk the production and development of their team based on someone they'd only have for half a year.
Right.
Because of injury. It comes out the entire league. If they offered him, they're offering him 2 years at a lower percentage. Maybe a 2-year $20 million deal, which is still a lot of money.
Right.
But if you look at it from DeMarcus Cousins' perception, he's the best player in the league at his position. Now, hear me out.
Okay, but
best player in the league at his position.
I think you're misunderstanding me.
I 100% understand what you're saying.
But I'm not blaming Cuz.
I know.
Okay.
I 100% understand. You're looking at someone who is entering the prime of his career. He's going to lose a full season of his career.
Right.
Half of this past season, the first half of it next season. Now, he says he's going to be ready by training camp. That's his goal. He's not going to be ready by training camp. He doesn't need to be ready by training camp.
No.
If he does push himself, it's not going to heal correctly. He's going to get hurt again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? What you're looking at from this perspective, you're looking at a man, I'm being lowballed.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to be locked in. He wanted stability of his contract. He wanted the money that he's worth.
Right.
I don't blame him for that.
Right. No.
If you're worth something, you want that.
Yep.
Okay? The Joker said if you're good at something, never do it for free. I'm not saying he's going to do it for free, but compared to what he was worth, he was going to be doing it for free.
Yeah.
Okay? And this is the only teams willing to take a chance to give him more money and longer length are teams that don't win. He's going essentially back to Sacramento, where he's going to be criticized because that he don't care about winning. It's about money. He's essentially Carmelo Anthony at that point. Difference is, DeMarcus Cousins wants to win. DeMarcus Cousins knows his self-worth.
And that's what killed him about the Kings.
So,
that's what killed him.
The Golden State Warriors did not, this is fact, did not reach out to DeMarcus Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins reached out to the Golden State Warriors. DeMarcus Cousins got on the phone, called their front office after he had talked with Kevin Durant and Steph Curry, and told them that I'm willing to come play for mid-level for a year, to rehab my injury, to come back, and to win a championship.
Right.
If you are the Golden State Warriors, I'm so tired of people saying that they're whatever. If you've got the best player in the league saying, I'll come play for cheap just to play on this team.
Right.
Yes.
Take it. Yeah.
Here is your seat, sir. But anyways.
No, I don't.
You're DeMarcus Cousins. You're going to miss a full year of your career combined from last season this season.
And you're
coming back.
One big thing, you're still yet to win a championship.
Yes, I agree. He's still yet to play in the playoffs.
Right.
But he's coming back off of the most devastating injury a basketball player, specifically a big man. Think about the way Cuz plays.
Right.
Cuz plays with a lot of foot movement. Okay? He's coming off an injury that if he may never be the same.
I don't think he will.
I hope he is. Hopefully he's smart enough where he's young enough. He can adjust his game and develop it to match that. Okay? And I think Cuz has got the drive to do that.
Oh, he's
competitive.
He's got the skill to do it, too.
Exactly. Why not go ahead and put yourself in a situation where there's no pressure? They're going to be fine without him.
Right.
They're going to win the title if he doesn't sign there.
Right.
Which I'll get to in just a moment. There's no rush for him to come back because they don't need him.
Right.
Okay? You don't have to have him. Let him heal. Because once he heals and you get to the postseason, guess what else teams don't have the chance to do? They don't have the chance to prepare for that.
Right.
You uncage that beast, even if he's at 80 to 90%. Woohoo! Go ahead, you take your time, you heal right with no pressure, no stress, come back, show that you have recovered. He's on a 1-year deal. Next year, he re-enters the market, he's back at max level.
No.
It makes complete sense. Now, the reason, his opinion, is that DeMarcus Cousins completed the ruining of the NBA. Here is my question that I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
Assuming the Lakers are as they are.
Right now?
Right now. Even if the Lakers got DeMarcus Cousins, it's LeBron and DeMarcus Cousins. Okay, just for hypothetical. Even if DeMarcus Cousins stayed in New Orleans. Even if he went to Washington and played with Wall. Who'd win an NBA title next year?
The Warriors.
Then who cares?
Exactly.
Who cares? They were going to win the title regardless.
Right.
They have one more year. This is the Warriors' swan song, sir.
Right. I guess.
Draymond Green has already said he's not talking extension. Draymond Green's going to see what he's worth on the market. Guess who else is a free agent next year? Klay Thompson.
Yep.
Klay Thompson's coming to the Lakers. Mark my words.
Here's what I am in complete agreement with you. By no point was I ever saying terrible move, DeMarcus. Like you have no competitive drive or whatever. You know, the same crap they said about Durant. No point did I ever say that. And no point did I say terrible move by the Warriors. You're killing the NBA. No. First off, if I'm in the Warriors' position, I'm taking it. I'm taking a handout of DeMarcus Cousins.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm DeMarcus Cousins, I'm taking the championship. But it just collectively, the Warriors, I ain't going to say the Warriors started it because these big threes started it. LeBron saw it in Boston, how dominant 2 or 3 superstars can be. Well, let's build one ourselves. So he goes and does it. Then Durant's saying, well, why don't I just go with this team that just beat me, and then we're going to be unstoppable. So he goes and does it. So essentially, with what players fought for, which is free agency, to me, has ruined the NBA because I want to see that competitiveness. But I don't blame anybody for the things they did. They made smart business decisions or personal decisions in DeMarcus Cousins' situation. You didn't make a bad choice. I just don't like it.
And I'll give me a year. Is what I asked for right here. Okay.
Okay.
You're convinced that this finished the ruining of the NBA. It just went ahead and secured the inevitable anyways.
Right.
Because the Warriors were winning. You
Right.
heard him say it. The Golden State Warriors are winning the title again next year, barring dramatic injury.
Yeah, that's
okay.
I mean, if something crazy don't happen.
Now, so the outcome's not changed. They said his second choice to do this was with Boston. Okay? Even if he goes to Boston, I still don't think they beat the Warriors.
Right, I don't see it.
They have a much better chance, but I still don't know if they beat the Warriors. The Warriors are just that good.
Right.
Okay? A year from now, if the Warriors have found a way to sign all 5 of these guys and keep them under contract, then I'll openly say DeMarcus Cousins finished off the ruining of the NBA. I'll openly say it. I'm not going to begrudge him because let me tell you something. This right here on his hat.
Oh, yeah.
We just took Reed Travis. A Stanford grad, a grad transfer wanted to go somewhere where he can play, get more exposure to go to the NBA, have a chance to win a title. He comes to the Mecca. You can't be a Kentucky fan and want Kentucky to have the best players every year like we recruit and then go and demonize DeMarcus Cousins for going and doing the same thing because it was the best decision for him in his situation.
Right.
Okay?
That's what I'm saying.
That's completely hypocritical by those folks out there that's doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
I agree.
So, we spent 15 minutes talking about DeMarcus Cousins.
Literally DeMarcus Cousins.
But, I mean,
that was the biggest story. And everybody had the biggest outcry.
It's kind of like, LeBron is a seismic shift of the NBA. DeMarcus Cousins is hold my beer. That's what it was. Now, did you know that Dwight Howard went to the Washington Wizards?
No, I didn't know that. But Howard, I mean, he used to be. But
if it was anybody else, you take the same skill set and you put it on another name in the league elsewhere, I would be like, outstanding. But the fact that it's freaking Dwight Howard, who is the softest softy that ever softed. He's.
Oh, we didn't do the Sultans of SWAT or whatever.
We are the promoters. We are the promoters of Plump.
At the end of the video,
Dwight Howard needs a Viagra just to get a double-double. And he's 7 feet tall. That's how soft he is.
Dwight Howard is. I would rather probably have JaVale McGee than Dwight Howard.
Dwight had a good year last year. Don't get me wrong.
But so did JaVale.
The one who shall not be named. He's a huge Charlotte fan. He lives in Charlotte.
Right.
He just talks. He tells me all the time. Dwight had good numbers, but he was a locker room cancer.
He always is.
He always is.
That's just Dwight.
Kobe Bryant told him he's soft. Let me tell you something. LeBron James told him he's soft. Whenever James Harden tells you you're soft, son, you a pillow.
But Kobe Bryant's also had the beast here. He had the caged beast.
Kobe was raised old school.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
Kobe was raised in the league,
in the league where you're gonna get smacked around.
Yeah.
He was raised the way we played.
You know what I find ironic though?
What's that?
A year ago, me and you sat and had a conversation comparing Kobe and LeBron, and you made a comment to me that nobody wanted to play with Kobe. And just because the way it was.
I still agree with that. But
Nobody's lining up to play with LeBron.
That's true. That's true. Oh, man.
Nobody wanted to play with Kobe because Kobe was hurt. LeBron's in his prime.
Right. Well, so
We're at the very tail end of it.
yeah, he's at the tail end of it. But he's still got a lot of years left. That's what's so scary about LeBron. He's the modern day
Maharaja. That's actually Jinder Mahal in wrestling.
Oh, I was like,
Sorry.
what? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's the modern day Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
They said that if Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had been a foot shorter, he could have played into his 60s. His physical conditioning is that well.
Possibly. That's like Wilt. I think Wilt could have played forever had he not had the injury. But
Matt Jones tweeted out a picture today that he saw on Reddit, and it was of Wilt Chamberlain. And he's like, I'm fascinated by his picture because it looks like he's wearing pants, but it also looks like he's not. You can see a pair around the waist that he's wearing pants. But as you go down, it looks like you're looking at his bare legs, but you never see the end of his pants. Now, I commented on this tweet back at Matt Jones, and it has been a rather popular tweet.
All right.
They called him a stilt. I think you would know if he wasn't wearing pants. He would make Winnie Gabriel look like a toddler.
That's awful.
You ever seen that picture?
No.
You never saw Winnie Gabriel?
Yeah, I've seen Wendy and Gabriel.
You ever see the picture?
That's
all, folks.
I guess he wants to show me a picture.
Before we go, we're
okay.
already gone 26 minutes. We can go a few more.
Oh, and I'm going to give them a sneak peek at our next video.
Oh, that's nice.
Because it's happening.
Oh, sweet.
The one you are not wanting.
Let me ask you something. Outside of someone insulting your family, because that's understandable. You're a father, you're a son, you're a man. What is the one thing someone can say to you, not physically do to you, the one thing somebody can say to you that instantly makes you mad enough that you will fight?
Me?
Yes. Is there anything? Because this happened to me this evening. I was furious.
I don't know. I'd have to hear the... Not talking about family at all. That's going to be hard to do, but... What happened? What was said?
This little douchebag, and I know you're watching, you're a douchebag. His name will not be mentioned, but he's a Tennessee Volunteer fan. We're talking about NASCAR at work, and me and sales manager, we're talking about.
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about.
We're talking about the day that Dale Earnhardt died, and he's like, Earnhardt wouldn't have died if he wouldn't have been such a girl. And I wanted to choke slam him through a pillar. I understand he was playing, but man, there are certain things. Everybody's got a switch that automatically engages them to want to just rage, and that's it. To me, if you degrade Dale Earnhardt, now, if you're not a fan of him, whatever. If you want to talk trash about him on the track, whatever.
First off, how can you not be a fan of Dale Earnhardt?
If you want to make jokes about him dying, I will break your nose. That's a little
questionable.
So
it's a little bit questionable.
Someone who I consider my closest friend in this world.
Oh, thank you, Barry.
That wasn't you. But he had been a former guest star on the show.
Oh, I got you. Riggsy.
No.
What? Who?
He once made a joke about Dale Earnhardt dying. And that's probably the hardest I've ever punched somebody in the balls.
Was it our cousin?
Yep.
Oh, that don't count.
No, me and him.
Cousin don't count as friend.
Yes, he is. He's probably one of my best friends in the world.
It don't matter. I don't count cousin as friend. I was going non-related.
I consider you one of my best friends.
We're cousins.
I'm not your friend.
No, we're cousins. Raymond Cloud said it best. I don't have friends. I have family, but I don't have friends.
You don't have sense. Anywho, now he'll tell you, me and him like to have thrown down. I mean, we were ready to fight, and we got separated. But he made a comment, and that's the hardest I've ever punched another person in the balls. And that's something I will not do.
In the private parts, ladies and gentlemen.
In the testicular area. Seriously. And he'll tell you.
But
I drilled him.
I mean, I don't know if you can, pick on somebody who's dead. That's just a questionable area. But anyway, it wouldn't set me off. I'm really hard to make mad, except talking about my family. Then it's on. But that's about it. I'm pretty laid back. But anyway, how do you want to close it? Oh, I was going to tell them about the next video. So, next video will be a chicken strip eating contest.
Oh, so you're rolling down the gauntlet. That's the next video.
That's the next video. I'm tired of you skipping around it. He don't want to do it, and he's probably going to win. I don't even eat chicken strips, but
I love the delicious
we are going to
strip.
we are going to be blindfolded, and my wife will be feeding us chicken strips from various restaurants, and we have to name where that chicken strip came from.
And part of the reason why I'll win is because I have somewhat of an advantage because his wife may or may not have blindfolded me and fed me before.
Oh, is that right? Well, did she feed you chicken strips though?
Let's just say my babies do
Because
anytime.
I do not want to get full.
Let's just say my babies do anytime.
Yeah, we'll see. If it comes out with red hair, I'm gonna be so disappointed.
John Tyler, whenever Mason was born, he would joke. Whenever Michelle was pregnant with Mason, he would joke all the time. You know, how's my baby? How's my baby? He's the daddy. And then, whenever he was born, what color hair? She's got brown hair. They just, whoops.
If it does come out with red hair, though, I'm going to be severely disappointed. It's got to look like Daddy.
Well, has red hair? Well, close video.
I do not want it to come out looking like this thing. Lord have mercy. Look at this. Gosh. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Get ready for the chicken strip video in which Perry loses. Anything you want to add?
If you have any needs for a new or used automobile, come see me at Legacy Ford, 13305 25E, Corbin, Kentucky. Come see me.
Oh, is that the address? Anyway.
Maybe.
For you non-Kentucky fans out there, I'm wearing this hat to get you to, and the shirt, to get you to come over, to the good side, the winning side, especially one little dookie out there running around.
He's not coming nowhere.
No, he's not leaving, but, just know that we're better. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, like it, subscribe, like us on Facebook, Bluegrass Sports Show. What was you going to say?
As Dale Sr. once told Dale Jr., there's two ways you can do things in life, my way and the wrong way.
That's pretty much how it is at Kentucky. So, thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.